What is up? What is up, guys? This is the Merc with the mic, and this is another The Wrestling Babble Podcast by Red Cyclone Inc. I'm joined by today Louis Beans.
What's up? What's up?
And I am Merc with the mic. And we got some wrestling to talk about.
Yeah, buddy.
So we got Backlash tonight. Which
it's on the WWE Network.
Yes, $9.99. Hey, WWE Network, can I get a free month for supporting? I'm not greedy. I'll just take a free month.
I want some shorts. Can you give me some shorts?
Shorts?
Give me some of those, the same shorts the same design that Finn Balor wears when he's at the Performance Center.
You want tap out shorts?
Okay, fine.
Yes, we want sponsors. We'll take free shit.
Not you, Scott Steiner. Enough
not
of that
you.
shit.
We're not supporting your damn restaurant. Fuck you.
Listen, you stop screaming at people. I mean, listen, even though the math checks out, I can't support it.
Nope. So we got Backlash tonight. We'll give our predictions and talk about the build of Backlash going into it. We'll talk about the week of wrestling. I'll say more of the highlight matches and highlighted storylines that piqued your interest instead of just talking through the whole show.
Sure.
I say from Monday Night Raw was actually one of my surprise matches was Sasha Banks and Ruby Riott. That was a really good match.
I agree. I saw that and I was like, oh man, I forgot that. I don't think they've ever fought, right? Like one-on-one.
In WWE, no.
No, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But really good match. I'm actually looking forward to it because right now they just announced in the kickoff is going to be Bayley versus Ruby Riott.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to be good.
And Bayley and her had a big thing in Shimmer, so they had fought before.
Okay, cool.
So it might be a very good match. It'll probably be one of Bayley's better matches that she has had in a while.
I hope so.
So
like, she needs something to shine with right now because I just thought about it. There might be interference. Maybe Sasha shows up or something.
Yeah.
I was thinking, how does this advance that storyline? Because, I mean, I don't want them to dead that. You know what I'm saying?
I would just want them to fight already because I think it's getting it's prolonged right now.
Yeah,
it's a little too long. And they should have fought at WrestleMania. That should have been their spot to fight. Honestly, they should have had another women's match, and that should have been it. But yeah, they didn't get the spotlight for them to end that rivalry. I'm kind of tired of it. So when Bayley and Sasha, I'm like, yo, just beat her ass already. Just one of y'all beat each other's ass already because I'm getting really tired of it.
Yes, exactly.
I'm digging the moment in bliss.
Oh, the little vignettes.
I find them hilarious because I give Alexa Bliss so much credit. Like she does the whole character and shit like that perfectly, and the stories that she just tells just really fucked up.
Yeah, exactly. I love how everything is ironic and it's played serious. So
yeah,
so at least it adds to her characters. Like she's a garbage person. It's terrible.
Yeah,
shouldn't exactly. Do that, but it's funny. So
yeah, I'm enjoying that, and I think their match. I'm actually looking forward to their second round match because their first match on WrestleMania was I actually liked that better than the Asuka Charlotte match.
I think it was a little cleaner. I'll tell you that much. Yeah. Still don't like that Spanish Fly. That looked terrible. I don't care what anybody said.
My thing with that match was, I think with Sasha and Nia Jax, a lot of the things they did made sense. As in Asuka and Charlotte, a lot of the things just bothered me.
They were going for the moon with the stuff they were doing. That's what it was.
Exactly, and not just story or telling a story in the ring. Because one fucking figure four leg lock is not going to make you tap out.
Exactly. Yes.
Without no leg damage whatsoever.
She's almost the opposite of Shinsuke.
Yeah.
He never sells the leg. She just. I'm done. Yeah. I'm done.
Get pushed and Nakamura in the figure four leg lock. He'll just walk out and kick you.
Exactly. With the same leg.
With the same leg.
Come on.
It's like I eat those.
And then he'll give you a low blow. So you know what? I'll take it either way.
Yeah, right now Shinsuke is not to be fucked with.
Yeah, exactly.
Because your balls are gonna hurt, or your head's gonna hurt. It's gonna be one of the two.
Probably both.
Yeah, probably both. If he gets you with 1-2, he'll hit you in the balls and kick you in the head.
Oh boy.
But I'm loving that. I'm loving that character. I think, yeah, I'm really digging that. But going back to the women's, because we kind of left off. I don't like the fact that Ronda Rousey, every time that Nia Jax is in the spotlighted match, Ronda Rousey's in there, kind of taking.
Yeah, I see what you mean. It's the same thing she doesn't want. She says she doesn't want to do, and it still ends up being that she's comes out looking special.
Yeah.
Instead of just having a regular ass match.
Yeah, and that it's really bothered me in that sense. Like I really not liking it because again, you have a new women's champion. She hasn't even been highlighted as a women's champion.
And I'm not even mad at her for that because nothing she could do. You can't tell her not to put you with,
yeah,
on the spot. So.
That's writing and everything in particular. Like, why can't you highlight your women's champion? You still haven't highlighted her yet.
Yeah, I realized that. Yeah. I realized that she never really had a moment.
No, she has not. She just had the belt with her, and she did a couple saves. Other than that, there hasn't been really much. The whole Ember Moon thing, she introduced Ember Moon. That was the highlight of it.
It's like, what is that? Is that like literally saying, well, listen, I'm probably only going to hold this belt once, and I'm passing the torch already?
Exactly.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I feel like she's going to lose the belt this week.
The thing about some of these champions that they have for the women, the reason why they seem to feel so empty is because, like, if you look at people like Alexa Bliss and Charlotte, they have, like, even within week to week, they have moments. Like, they don't always hit, but, like, the thing you could honestly say about Alexa Bliss is, like, almost every week she was champ, except with a little bit of an exception, like earlier this year, she had like something going on like every week.
Yeah, and
that's what keeps the women up there with the men is when they always have something going on with that belt every week. And Nia's just is gonna seem ineffectual, man. It's like, yeah, like you said, it just seems like it's not that special.
Exactly, and it's also, and at times it's also tough is when you're a heel, and when your babyface is champ is a bit harder. So you really have to establish yourself as a champ, and you being cheered. As in, being a heel champion is a little easier because you're champ, and you can still just be a dick.
Oh, I just want to take this time to ask you a question. Does her being bullied negate the fact that Nia Jax was inherently bad? Like, she never had a developing arc to become a good person.
No, she has not.
So she never went from being a bad lady to being, I have a heart of somewhat gold. Like, if you compare her to Braun Strowman, there's no comparison. That dude went through an entire character arc.
Yeah.
And then now he's a good guy. He's a straight up good guy with children and stuff. But like, Nia Jax got bullied by a bad guy, and all of a sudden she's a good guy. So there's a whole lot missing.
Yeah, like she didn't really do anything like babyface wise. Like she didn't really save a babyface, or she didn't really take it back of a babyface. The only person that kind of helped her, and wasn't even really her, like it was Ember Moon.
Yeah,
and it was an introduction. It wasn't really her running in for her or anything like that.
Yeah, this whole thing seems kind of rushed. For as special as they try to paint it, then they don't highlight too much of it, so it seems less special. So it's mixed messages I'm getting.
Yeah. One thing that made me laugh, I think I sent you the picture of it, is their Instagram. Mm-hmm. And Nia Jax was talking about the friendship and shit like that. And then you see Alexa Bliss, right? Oh, look at me, I'm so cute. And then she puts the middle finger out. that made me laugh. That had more character than what they've been developing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
But she, again, like maybe she's good to Alexa Bliss, but she's not good to anyone else.
But I want to know. See, this is that problem we had with trying to define what Strowman was, where we could call him an anti-hero, even though he was clearly like the villain for Roman Reigns.
Yeah,
he became good by fighting bad people like the Bar and stuff.
Yeah,
Nia Jax hasn't gone through a gauntlet of bad guys and beat them all up and said, "Oh, I'm done with whatever." She just has a feud with one person, really.
Yeah.
and she hasn't. Remember, she was the one who was the muscle for fucking Alexa Bliss. So
Exactly.
she has done bad things. She hasn't come back to Bailey and apologize
And
or
you
say
know,
anything to Sasha. Like she just beat them up and kept going.
and originally she was the one that kind of betrayed Alexa Bliss. You remember when she fucking gorilla press slammed her?
Yeah, true.
And for no reason at all, just because she wants the belt.
She wanted the belt. Yes.
Maybe Alexa Bliss really isn't the heel.
You know what?
In this situation.
It'd be so messed up if it just turns out that's the elaborate plot after all. But like, yeah. I mean, in our eyes, that kind of is what it is.
That was a dickish move. I was like, yo, you did it behind her back. You didn't even look in her face and do it.
Yeah.
You punk ass, just lift her up and flatten her. Like, again, who looks like the bad guy now? It's more Nia Jax than Alexa Bliss.
And that's a damn shame. Like, that whole thing was so simple, but they just left it up to, hey, man, use your imagination.
Yeah.
Her backstory for being good all of a sudden. Okay.
Another highlighted moment was the IC Championship match, Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor.
That was a really good match.
Really good match.
Still not the Finn we want, though.
Yeah, it's not the Finn. Finn needs to open up his offense a bit more. He needs to start using that technician side of his, because he becomes kind of stale in like the John Cena kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
As in, he does the only 5 fucking moves and that's it. When I know for a fact Finn Balor has a lot more out in this arsenal.
I'll tell you what looks painful. Yeah. Go ahead.
I do like that elbow drop he does, the spinning going into the I think Helms used to do that.
Okay.
Like he turns around and then brings you down with the elbow.
Yes.
I like that move.
Yeah. The thing I was gonna say that looks stale though is how even when it's reversed, he reverses the reversal and does the same move again. That's the thing that like makes me go like, well, wouldn't a smart person just reverse it again?
Yeah.
And then you just the two of you would be stuck in a loop because you know what you're gonna do. So that's the thing that kind of it draws me out of his matches a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I know for a fact Finn Balor is such a better wrestler. I know he's a great technician, because if you actually look in his NXT match with Nakamura, the one that he didn't sell the leg, Finn Balor showed a full technician side. He went leg locks, he went for like single leg crabs and all that shit, and it looks very solid. He looks very solid and comfortable when he does it. So let him establish his style more and not just having one babyface style. He should have a full arsenal of moves that he could pull out in here and there. And I feel like it's not him. I feel like they tell him to do these certain things and not really show anything else.
I guess I could see that. Yeah. I could see that for the way they're trying to package him as not exactly kid friendly, but he's like a lovable character. So I see it.
Yeah.
And, do you think? I want to ask you a question. Do you think that WWE sees technicians inherently as bad guys?
No, not. I don't think they do, but because you have Daniel Bryan, which he's probably one of the biggest technicians there.
No, but I mean like the company, like the way they view it is like a man who can get over with just straight up power moves and slams and stuff. It seems to be like those guys excel way more than anybody. Like Daniel Bryan seemed like an outlier. Like Bret Hart seemed like an outlier.
Yeah,
like
because
you know what I mean?
Because Vince McMahon always had this thing for big people. So he wants that big, larger than life character. And then when these guys are usually a lot smaller than most of them. Like Bret Hart was like 6'1". Bret Hart 6'1", Shawn Michaels 6 foot, Chris Jericho's 5'10". Vince Benoit's 5'8", Eddie Guerrero's 5'10". But they had to have I think they had to have a larger than life character in order to get over with that sense. And that it sucks. It sucks a lot like that, because you know what? Half of these smaller guys, one, they're more durable in the ring. Two, they give you better matches because they're more established and more versatile. Like the biggest example right now is between Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose.
Okay.
They're not the heaviest guys. Dean Ambrose is kind of tall,
Yeah.
But Dean Ambrose is probably under 220, 215, 220. Seth Rollins is under 220. And you remember, back in the day, the cruiserweight weight was 220.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the Jericho thing.
Yeah. But, yeah, Seth Rollins is a big example of that. Seth Rollins wrestles a kind of a lightweight style, but he has his power moments and everything like that too. But he balances everything out very well, and I think that's what really works for Seth Rollins. And he's in a different category because he is still in the category as Brett, as those guys, because his size. I think Seth Rollins 6'1".
It's just he doesn't like to. I notice he keeps it moving. Is what I like. Is what I like, and I notice about Seth Rollins is that his whole, I don't want to say call it gimmick, but I mean his whole style is like based around movement.
Yeah,
and he's not one of the guys who usually does anything technical.
Yeah,
like, he'll get you with a a headlock or something. He'll reverse something on the ground, but like he's not a leg lock guy.
He's not gonna make you tap out.
Not gonna make you tap out, and he doesn't really ever go for anything like that.
Yeah,
most of his stuff is high impact, like high. Like movement, like he either run at you and catch you with the sling blade, or the thing when he jumps the thing that him and Bobby Roode do. I forget the name of that move. I don't understand how. Where they jump and catch your neck and they flip over you.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of that stuff. You know what I mean? And I noticed that if you have a style like that, you kind of just end up being a higher profile guy. Because Finn's not doing his technical stuff, and remember before we were like, what's going on with Finn Balor? And like recently, he's got the super explosion.
Yeah,
but he's not technical at all.
And it should be, and they should be able to predict what they want to do in the ring. Like if something's not working out, they could actually change it in the fly. But I feel like they're produce it to the T. That they don't have that room to move things, and I think that was the big difference between the main roster and NXT. NXT, you were able to change things on the fly. If you felt like the crowd wasn't into that, you're allowed to change things in the ring. Triple H allows that.
Yeah.
On the big roster, I understand why, because God forbid something happens, if someone's bleeding, things like that. Yes. They have sensors, they have money to be made in those things, and they can't really fuck with that in that sense.
Yes.
But it is a thing. Like I even told you this in the last cast. I told you this probably a few times. I'm not a big guy wrestler fan. Yeah. I think that my main guy that I like that's a big dude is Kane.
Okay.
And Kane is the big man, but he could do a lot of things that a small person can do.
That's what I was to say. Yeah, but Kane's like the opposite big man. He's super fast. Well, he was mostly super fast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was super offense. Offense.
I never got into the big wrestlers. I never even Taker. Taker now, like I like Taker. Taker and Kane were again. Those are their own category because they move differently than everyone else. But like Big Show, Mark Henry. Even though I liked his character, I didn't care for his wrestling.
Yeah, I can see
that. Big Cass. I'm not really feeling his wrestling. He hasn't really showed me much.
This is true.
He's another one that's like 3 moves, and that's all you're gonna get from him.
Yeah.
Again, Baron Corbin, I say he's in that category of Kane and Taker because he moves fast, but Baron Corbin doesn't really sell himself as a big guy.
Mm-hmm.
He sells himself as he's probably overpowering you, but he doesn't sell himself as a big guy like how Big Cass. I'm 7 foot tall and like do things like that.
And again, it's the way he moves too. He's really fast.
He probably has one of my favorite working punches.
Yeah, I think
his work punch is probably one of the most solid work punches I've seen in WWE in some time. He gets a really good hit in there.
You don't like AJ's? I bonked you in the head. You ever look at it? It always looks like he just bonks you in the head. I swear, it makes me die every time.
But it's a big difference of a lot of things. But you have the big guys like Roman Reigns, which I little by little, like watching Roman Reigns develop, I really became a fan of Roman Reigns.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand the boos and shit. I understand it, but I don't understand it anymore because he does give you everything he got in every match he does.
I'm gonna say something, and I don't think it's controversial, but I think it might be speculatory. But I really feel that Roman Reigns is in the John Cena category of boos.
Yeah.
They don't really dislike him. they just like to boo the shit out of you.
Yeah,
because it's you.
And I feel like again, I feel like they still haven't missed opportunity on him, and he could have went heel, and I think he would have been so over as a heel, and then you could easily build him to a baby face again.
Yeah.
But they need to move him as a heel.
There's a lot of people like that.
What else? You get Bobby Lashley. I really don't care for him either. He's another.
He's not impressing me, no.
He's a big guy. You know what? Even when his first run in WWE, Batista, I was not fans of him. I don't like him. John Cena, he earned my respect during the U.S. title, so I gave him that credit. And before that, I wasn't a big fan of him at all either. I liked his character when he did the heel Thuganomics shit. But other than that, I wasn't really crazy about his matches until the U.S. title, his U.S. title run.
I've always only liked really one aspect of John Cena, and that was just how he talks.
Yeah,
is the way his character can talk.
Yeah.
Or, his talent with the mic, basically, whether he was good or bad. It was like, oh, I can listen to him, but I can't get behind him when he wrestles because he's like the Hogan. He's like the thing we say we don't like them turning these guys into is the 5 moves, it's over.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I like him more because he literally realized, I kind of got to switch it up. So when he started fighting AJ and stuff, you saw he had to bring his game up. So I appreciate him now.
Yeah, and that was the whole thing. I think it's that all started on that U.S. title run.
Yeah.
That U.S. title run, he started wrestling guys that he never wrestled before, like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Neville, Cesaro, and they gave him the best matches he had in a long time. So it gives him a different style, as in Cesaro wrestled him in a power way.
Gotcha.
And that worked well. Then you had Neville working his cruiserweight and power. Because he actually German suplexed fucking John Cena. You had Sami Zayn using his style, which is unorthodox and things like that, and then Kevin Owens and him. So it's all different styles for him wrestling, and he proved himself. It's the same thing that I gave the Miz credit as was too. He involved himself with these new guys as he learned how to wrestle with these guys and making better matches.
Also, the Miz bought into his own bullshit 100%, which makes me like him even more.
Yeah.
As a character, it's like, I'm just buying into it. The more people hate me, you know what? I fucking love it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You know one thing to highlight you should check out, the Raw 25 anniversary wasn't that good, but watching the behind the scenes of it and how much WWE has respect from The Miz and how much the fans secretly like The Miz it was really thing, because he won the IC title in Brooklyn, took a cab to Manhattan Center because Manhattan Center was they were booing and shit like that. He came out and the crowd fucking erupted for him. It was really nice to see, and he was that was probably his one of his favorite moments he ever had, because they established him he is here and he is the guy that we want to see. And it was really good. It was a nice thing to see with him.
So there's some good with the bad. There you go. All right.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me try to think real quick. Anything that stood out for me on Raw? I kind of like the 6-man tag. If only it was just hey man, fuck you guys. I'm Braun Strowman. That was kind of funny to me. Yeah. Some of the stuff they do with him is just silly, but sometimes it's damn, they really just want him to be a 1-man everything. He's on a 6-man tag and it's basically 1 man doing everything still. All right. Yeah. All right. Whatever.
So you know what? Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens sell him so well.
True. Sami Zayn sells everybody perfectly.
Yeah, and their ovations were fucking crazy and much.
Oh my god, yeah. Can we talk about that for a second? How super over those two are.
It reminded me of when Bret Hart went heel and he only got cheered in Canada.
Yeah, I remember that.
US. That's what it reminded me of. They got cheered so loud.
I appreciate that. See, some people, if you start reading social media about these things, some people get they don't like how over enthusiastic some of the crowds are because it seems not genuine. But listen, that makes a show better if the crowd is completely into it. I don't know about you, but if I'm watching wrestling and ain't nobody clapping or booing, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of whack. So
Yeah, it kind of also like it goes into like when you see certain things and there's no response whatsoever. He's like,
yeah. It's like even if I like what he just did and the crowd don't go to, it was like, was it not that good? You know what I'm saying? Like the crowd going "we" and responding in French was the best thing the entire night. Really, like for both shows, like that crowd was super hype. So
that was something like that. But yeah, that was a really good highlight of Raw as well. The pop and everything like that. I'm not really crazy about the Ronda Rousey thing, and it's kind of really pissing me off on how they're pushing her, how they're putting it.
Yes.
SmackDown, on the other hand, has all their stories going. They are all working. Yeah, Jeff Hardy's building up for the U.S. title against Randy Orton.
And then Shelton coming out and being like, I'll beat you.
I'm digging that. I'm digging the Daniel Bryan Big Cass. I really hope Big Cass shows something in this thing, because this is a test to see if he's going to be over or not.
He's given it like that's a big vote of confidence. Is Daniel Bryan just working with you just out of nowhere? He could have been feuding with somebody else. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Him and Baron Corbin could have had a match. You know what I'm saying? Like they crossed paths many a time at NXT. So, but it's a big deal. So I hope it's good.
The whole teasing of AJ versus Samoa Joe, the whole Shinsuke Nakamura coming out again and hitting the balls
again. Staying in character, staying with this whole thing. Like, listen, I don't remember 100%. Is the match tonight known as qualification?
Yeah.
Oh my God, there has to be more than one.
Yeah.
There has to be more than one nut shot. I hope so.
Yeah. So the SmackDown just does it better. They built the Carmelo Charlotte match. Like I kind of want to see where this goes because they built a good story for it.
And Carmelo's been on point, so listen. It's like even if I don't want you as my champ, if you get the belt and you start to do stuff that makes me go, all right, I see why they gave it to you, or I see why you've earned this position. Okay, all right, I see it. So yeah, I'm definitely digging Carmelo.
Yeah, I'm digging that also, and she looks good with the belt.
I'm just glad it didn't go to waste. Like 2 duds for 1 Money in the Bank. Like, come on, nah.
Yeah.
So good. At least somebody did it.
I'm loving the Iconics being part of this. I'm loving Becky. I have a feeling Becky's gonna go heel very soon.
You think so?
Because she's at a point that there's no really movement in her character, and she's keep losing, and she keeps getting in ways of things, and I could feel like she could go heel.
Okay, I see it.
I think she could be a really big heel too.
I mean, anything she does, she could be good at. It doesn't matter. Yeah. She's one of those wrestlers. It doesn't really matter what she does. It's just that she does it all well.
Yeah.
She can talk. She can fight. She can make you laugh. So whatever. Do what you do.
But some good stuff out of SmackDown.
I was gonna say the one thing I noticed that was kind of funny. It happened with the backstage thing with the Absolution.
Yeah.
Was they met up and then there was no like, yeah, we just gonna break the rules now. She was like, no. I'm like, all right, boo. I'm kind of not feeling that.
Like, fuck you.
I want to heal. I was with you. I wanted to heal GM.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, go ahead, give your girls a shot. Just screw everybody else over. But no.
Yep. And them lost.
Then
you also have the tag match was good.
Yeah, I agree.
That was actually fun too. So we got NXT was a solid show as well.
I saw most of it. No, actually, I saw all of NXT. Oh man, yeah. Match of the week has to go to Roddy and Pete Dunne, dude.
Yeah.
Like, those guys are both super, super good. Like, if you just watch the little things that they do, even when they're not really being technical, just the way they get out of each other's moves sometimes, or the way they could turn up the aggression in a way that makes you go, holy shit, man, I don't know. Are these guys really brawling or whatnot? But they seem to be at peace with, hey, man, this is a match where you know who I am. I know who you are. I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna beat you up for real.
Yeah.
It's fucking like those, like Roddy's chops. I'm starting to think they're the best on like all rosters right now.
Yeah.
Like he
Fucking
lit him
mean.
up, and you heard it. And I love how in NXT, since it's so quiet, you heard that shit super loud. Like, damn.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week's. We're gonna have Castellano versus Adam Cole.
Yeah. That's the second match they had, right? This will be.
No, it's gonna be Ciampa. It's Tommaso Ciampa versus Castellano.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they did the whole story of him fucking over Johnny Gargano.
Oh yeah, that was with the whole background thing, and they were asking him his feelings and stuff. Like, yeah, okay.
So I'm looking forward to that. 205 was a solid show as well. Buddy Murphy's back, and yeah.
So they say he's They say he made it, right?
Yeah, he back. He had a enhancement, not a enhancement match. He had a jobbing match.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And he whooped the dude's ass. Pretty much destroyed him. But it looks like but for some reason on Backlash there's no cruiserweight title match.
Understood. Gotcha.
So they're still building. I guess he'll probably be the next contender for Alexander because they're kind of building him for that.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I can actually see him being the one to take the belt from him eventually. Because All right, so let's go into Backlash review.
Okay.
And then we'll talk about the New Japan stuff. And then we'll wrap it up. All right, so Bayley versus Ruby Riott is going to be kicking off Backlash. Who you got?
I got Ruby Riott.
I got Ruby as well.
I think Sasha Banks is going to show up and be a piece of garbage. I hope so.
Sasha's ratchet.
Yes. Yes, she is.
I just hope for a really good match. I hope to get some time, seeing that they are kickoff, to get some time in that match.
I'm just hoping for some. Please don't forget the things that are going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe, I forgot that Ruby Riott is part of a faction too. Like, she's not going to be by herself.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
but I do like the fact that these two both have history in Shimmer, so we might actually have a really good match out here.
Yeah, I know. I can only hope. I like Bayley as a wrestler. I hope she starts to shine more. She needs this.
Next match, United States Championship match: Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton.
Jeff.
I keep Jeff. I'd rather Randy Orton not have a belt.
He kind of bores me. Yeah. You know, I do like him being a complete scumbag and RKOing people just for no reason, but he's not bad right now, so that's not happening. Yeah. You know, so
I keep Jeff Hardy.
Me too.
Next match, Raw Women's Championship match, Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss.
Like we said earlier, it just feels like this is pushing for Alexa to get her belt back.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, me too. Honestly, that's more entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
But again, it hasn't been that long, so I think Nia might win. Okay. I think she might win.
I want Alexa to have her belt back, so I'm gonna go for Alexa.
Okay. All right.
Intercontinental Championship match: Seth Rollins versus The Miz.
Sorry, Seth. I like you, but nah.
Will Miz get the ninth record break? Well, he'll be tying Jericho with his ninth ring.
If he wins the belt, does that mean he's automatically back on Raw, right?
Or yeah,
right. So that's it. That's what I feel. That'll be his exit away from Daniel Bryan, and he'll probably make that into a thing. Yeah. And then they'll end up fighting for something later on down the line. I feel that.
I don't want him to leave SmackDown.
When you put it that way, I kind of don't want him to either.
Yeah, you trade Jeff Hardy back to Raw.
I mean, listen.
Or you know what? Have Randy Orton win and bring him to Raw.
Ooh, okay. All right. Loser goes to Raw. Yeah. All right. But I kind of think he's gonna win the belt. I kind of feel that.
The Miz, I'll like to see Miz win it. There'll be the ninth reign, but I'm digging Seth Rollins as champ. So,
but the Mr. Raj will be so happy,
or won't.
Oh no, they're gonna be upset that when he comes back.
He gonna slap him for fucking betraying him.
True. Oh.
Next match, Braun Strowman. Oh, you picked Miz, right?
Yeah, I picked Miz. I say Miz.
I say Seth was keep his belt. Braun Strowman, Bobby Lashley versus Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
This is for what? The title?
This is just a match.
No, okay. It's not. Who is the champs on Raw? I forget it.
Lesnar, Seth, Nia, and the Hardys and Bray Wyatt.
That's who has the tag belts. Okay. Yeah. See? All right. I don't really care. Where's this match?
I just want Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn to win because I like Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn.
I do
like Strowman. I don't like Lashley.
I'm giving Lashley a chance, but so far he has not impressed me. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I want Kevin and Sammy. That's it.
Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass.
You know, I hope Big Cass wins. Give me a reason to give a shit about him.
Yeah.
I just hope it's a good match. How about that?
I really hope that Cass could keep up with Daniel Bryan and actually show something other than a big boot.
A big boot. What is it? A body slam. The Empire elbow.
And a backdrop.
Yes, and a backdrop. There you go.
So I hope he shows something more. I do want Daniel Bryan to win this stuff.
Okay. I can see.
SmackDown Women's Championship, Carmella versus Charlotte Flair.
I hope Carmella cheats and wins.
I feel the Iconic will help Carmella keep her belt.
Okay. But it will definitely be a fucking disappointment if there's no cheating going on.
Yeah.
Seeing as how opportunistic her character is, period. Like it would be a wasted opportunity. So,
all right,
eye gouging, hit her with something while a ref's turn. I don't know. They can't kick each other in the balls.
Punch her in the
punch her in the boob. That's legal. I mean,
yeah, punch her in the boob.
Like, yeah, it's sensitive for women, but like it's legal. It's literally legal.
You could kick a woman there, it'll still hurt.
I know, but I'm saying it's legal.
Yeah. Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe. I want Joe to win this match.
I want Joe to win every match, but
I feel Roman's gonna win it.
I want Joe to win every match he's in, but something makes me feel like I want Roman to win because I want him to. I think he needs to win, dog.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he's just been getting his ass beat for a minute. So. And
WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a no disqualification match. AJ's going to lose his balls.
Fist to the dick and knee to the face. That's it.
I got Nakamura. This is Nakamura's time to get the belt.
Me too. Yes. The fist to the dick and foot to the head, knee to the head, everything. Just cheat.
Yes. I'm digging his style. I'm digging the theme. I'm digging everything he's doing as a heel. Mm-hmm. And probably the most entertaining heel we have right now.
Mm-hmm. So, and again, that's not to say that they can't continue this storyline. Like, it doesn't end once you lose your championship. So
you got punched in the balls 5 times. You're going to want to beat him 5 times.
Shit. Yeah, so... But I got Nakamura too. I got Nakamura.
You know, this is like karma on AJ.
Oh, from what? From doing the same thing to everybody else?
He kicked Dean Ambrose for the title. Remember, he kicked Dean Ambrose in the balls to win the title.
This is true. This is true.
This is karma.
They made a deal. They made a big deal out of that too.
This is karma. This is karma coming right back at him. Now someone's keep hitting you in the balls and you don't like it.
Exactly.
Unless
AJ just brings a knife to the ring. I told you, stop that shit.
That's when shit gets real.
he fucking just in the knee. He's like, you fucking sell that knee. Just stabs him in the leg. And that's it. Like,
he still walks off.
Yeah, he just walks with a knife stick on his leg because he's an asshole. Shit.
So Backlash is tonight. We'll have our review show next week.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, New Japan Pro Wrestling had a big surprise in the end of the match of the IWGP IC Championship match. Naito fought Suzuki and won. He got this He got his another reign of the IC title.
Okay.
And a masked Chris Jericho.
Now, can I ask you a question about that mask? Is that a significant thing?
No, the mask
it's specific.
Yeah, the mask was one of his boys' mask.
Oh, okay. So
you know the masked dude in that group.
Oh, in the group. Oh, he had this. Okay. All right. Cool.
And that's why he had the lipstick on. That's why he had the eye makeup on.
Oh, so he was pretending to be okay.
Yeah, and then he beat the shit out of Naito.
Yeah.
They had some botches with the blade.
Yeah, you could clearly, if you watch certain cuts of the video, you could see the ref's hand glaze across Naito's forehead, but they don't actually show anything happen.
Yeah,
but you see where the ref's hand is, and then slightly thereafter, the Jericho hits him with the back of the bell, which causes his head to turn into a fountain.
Yeah, but so they're gonna fight again. Well, they ain't gonna fight. This would be the first time they fought. They're coming up soon, and I think the pay per view will be the damn, I forgot the name. Damn pay per view.
Was it G1? You said?
I thought it was gonna be G1, but I think there's one before that.
Okay.
And I think that's where it's gonna be.
Okay.
But you also got
it was
Kenny Omega challenged Okada 2 out of 3 falls.
Okay.
No time limit match.
So that's why he was pimping that Street Fighter protein powder. That's crazy. Oh shit. Okay. Well, there was something else that happened on that pay-per-view. There was like a new member of the Bullet Club, and he was a guy from TNA.
Yeah,
the small guy.
I forgot his name. I don't know his name.
He's a badass dude. I think it's tight. Something like that.
Yeah, he got introduced.
Yeah, like I was like, oh wow, he was somebody called the Bone Soldier. I was like, I missed that whole thing.
Yeah. So they're doing Dominion, and I think that's where they're gonna fight.
Okay.
Which is Saturday, June 9th, which is my mommy's birthday.
Oh, nice. Well, happy birthday. So she can see some good wrestling.
Yeah. So that's June 9th, and I think that's where Okada versus Omega will be for 2 out of 3 falls.
Yeah, Taiji Ishimori. Yeah, that's the guy.
And you're going to have Chris Jericho versus Naito for the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay, cool.
Which we'll probably do a review of that. That would be something we could review.
Mm-hmm.
That's like a 4-hour event.
Yeah, but like, I have to remember these are happening and catch up, because this one was actually, it was packed full of stuff. Like looking at highlights from it, it was Will Ospreay. He had a match, and it was him and Kushida. I believe it is. They had an awesome match. Like there was a bunch of like just cool things that went down. So yeah,
I gotta catch up. I haven't watched. I had to catch up. I watched the highlights. I really didn't watch the show. I'm I go back and forth in New Japan. There will be shows I definitely watch, like Wrestle Kingdom. I'll watch.
Yeah,
the big ones. But then there's times that they're just too long, and I don't get into them.
Oh, like you said, there'll be too many 6-man tag . matches, and they'd be like, ah.
Yeah, exactly. But this event looked like it's gonna be good. We'll probably have a review for you that week. So we'll see what we do.
Yep.
So we're gonna wrap this up. Anything else?
No, that's about it. We just I'm trying to remember if there's anything that we actually missed. Did TNA have anything?
Impact is still doing their thing. Impact not much. Pentagon, I think Pentagon and Eli Drake is gonna fight for the title next week.
Okay. That's the thing. We didn't mention it for the NXT segment. EC3.
EC3
is turning NXT into what is it? NX3.
Yeah.
So he'll be debuting as I guess this will be his first singles match.
First singles match on current NXT.
Yes. Okay.
He had single matches in old NXT.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is true.
Here's Derek Bateman.
Gotcha. Was he supposed to be like the guy from the guy that killed those people in that movie?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to think. That was played by Batman, the Wall Street, and he was a Wall Street guy.
Oh, you're talking about American Psycho?
Yeah. Was that a take on that guy?
Not really.
Okay, all right.
No, that was his name when he first started. He had like a big fro.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought it was like him with the suit. So it took him a while to get to the suit thing, right?
Yeah, he did that in Impact.
Oh, that's where he debuted at? Okay.
That's where he
All
did
right.
in the EC3 character. But yeah, he was Derek Bateman in NXT, the old Nexus NXT.
Oh, okay, understood.
And then he was in the first, like when he started doing it in Full Sail, he was in the first few.
All right, cool.
So yeah. So we're gonna have the debut of EC3. Impact, not a lot's going on. If you watched last week's, it's pretty much just a continuation of it. They won't have a pay-per-view until June, so that's what they slowly building. Eli Drake is going to fight Pentagon Jr. next week. Lucha Underground is returning next week on Wednesday night, season 4.
Nice. Okay.
I need to see season 3. I have not watched it, so I'm hoping Netflix puts it up.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I could watch season 3 and then get ready for season 4.
All right. Cool. So,
right now, Impact is working with Lucha Underground, so there's a lot of their talent that's been being used at in Impact Wrestling. So you see like Aerostar, and you'll see Drago, and Brian Cage is there, Johnny Mundo's, Johnny Impact is there.
Johnny Impact. Does he really change it though, depending on what federation he's in?
Yep.
That's pretty funny.
That's the easiest gimmick, you know.
That's funny.
Wherever I'm at, I'm gonna be Johnny something.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was good. It was a decent show. Sometimes just the production value and what they do sometimes just annoy me. I don't like the 2 heel commentators, which kind of annoys me too.
Okay.
But other than that, it was a decent show. I'm not a fan of Moose. I don't think he's good.
All right. As in move wise or character wise, or just everything?
Both. Like
really?
I hate when I don't mind when the big dudes do like high flying shit, but do things when it makes sense and not just to do it.
Understood. Okay.
But he's supposed to be fighting that Samoa whatever monster looking thing that he's fighting. A lot. They're using Tessa Blanchard. Just made debuted.
All right.
Like fully debuted. She fought that Kara Hogan chick.
Okay. No relation.
No relation. She had big butt.
Okay. All right.
And she black.
But is she good or is she like?
She all right. She's all right. She's nothing special. Right. But Tessa Blanchard, I feel like they're pretty much just copying Charlotte's gimmick and just.
Oh no.
So this is my problem with Impact when they do these things. Like, make things of your own. Like, there's a lot of ways you could be creative with your show, but you do things and you. This is one thing I hate that you do too.
Hold on, are you sure you want them to do their own things? Because they did make Kurt Angle. They didn't make Jeff Jarrett still Kurt Angle's wife, and didn't happen for real.
Yeah.
Let's not do the. Do we really want TNA to make their? I mean, excuse me. Do we really want Impact Wrestling to make their own stuff?
Well, when they let the talent actually make their stuff, you had the Brooklyn Universe.
This is true. I'm just teasing. They got a bad track record.
Yeah, but you have to go to different routes. I do also hate when people compare. They're like, oh, they don't do this on Monday night. They don't do this on Monday night. I hate that. I really do. Like, why are you going to bring a WWE? Because you're just going to give them like advertisement because you're mentioning WWE. Like, you know what? I should be watching WWE.
It does happen on Monday night. Huh.
Yeah, exactly. I hate when companies do that. They do that in, when Cyrus does commentating in New Japan. He does the same thing too. It bothers me. It's like you don't need to do that.
Yeah,
you don't.
Shit, it was annoying when WCW did it.
WWE does not do it in that way. They'll tell them their accolades from that company, and it depends on the company. They will say New Japan Pro Wrestling because they have a lot of respect for that company.
Yes,
they won't talk Impact that much unless the character actually will talk about it and things like that. Other than that, they won't mention Impact. They won't mention
this is true
and things like that. So, again, be creative on your own. Hype your guys up, not talk about another federation and how they use their guys.
Exactly.
Work your guys because right now you're not even.
Not even close to second place.
I know you're not even close to second place. You're not even close to third place.
Nope.
So you need to really establish yourself. And the whole thing with Lucha Underground, I think it works really well. I think Cyrus is trying to work a working relationship with Impact and New Japan, which kind of fucks over ROH in a way. So we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully, I mean, okay. Here's the crazy fan theory: what if all four of them, they didn't become one thing, but they all started to cooperate willingly?
That'd be fine.
Like if you had literally those 4 companies exchanging wrestlers constantly and making shows and literally just letting the wrestlers wrestle and the venues and stuff, you think that would be a good thing?
It'll be a good thing for them, yeah.
Okay.
Like again, that I think that would be the only way you can compete with WWE and what it has.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's how it has to be. Since there's no more territories, it just has to be federations willing to cooperate now.
But right now, what New Japan actually really wants to a working relationship with WWE.
I mean, listen, don't cut anybody off.
Yeah, like what if New Japan and WWE combine forces to make a big event for them two and having a big thing?
That'd be fucking amazing. That'd be amazing.
And then what happens to ROH and Impact and all those other ones? Because now the 2 biggest feds are working together.
Does that instantly close off ROH?
Because WWE won't do business with any other fed. So if the thing is, WWE does have enough respect for New Japan Pro Wrestling. It's been there such a long time. Vince McMahon has a good relationship with the front runners of New Japan Pro Wrestling and all that stuff too. And they did have guys from the Hall of Fame and all that shit as well. So there's a lot of history in New Japan Pro Wrestling with that.
I understand that. I understand that. That's without question. We know they have links, but like, you don't think in 2018 WWE would be willing to not work with ROH, but let New Japan work with ROH still? You don't think they would do that?
Nope.
No? Well,
WWE is greedy.
This is true. That's how you become number one.
They're not greedy. They're more. We have our guys.
Exclusive. I get it. They're exclusive.
We have our guys. We don't need your guys.
I get it. Well, say that to NXT.
Yeah.
If you say they don't need their guys and like the half the good people from what was it? TNA came already.
Yeah.
Half the good people from ROH came already. So it's like.
But it's not established. But then again, a lot of the guys that were in TNA and like that, they were in WWE first as well.
No, I mean like the new guys.
Yeah, but
people like the guys who were in yeah, that's true. But like I mean the other 2 guys too. Like those guys are ROH guys too, right? Yeah. Roddy, O'Reilly, the guy with the mustache. I'm forgetting.
Fish.
Yeah. Like they're from there. Is like did any of the guys from Sanity come from there or no? They didn't go from there, right? But I'm sure like there's a bunch of dudes.
Probably Eric Young.
Okay, yeah.
But it's more like WWE.
It's just business, no.
Yeah, exactly. It's not like
I got you.
They took them. They didn't steal them for them.
No, I understand.
They took them when they needed contracts, and they're like, "All right, we're gonna sign you."
Yeah.
So they did it the fair and square. If they did it the way that WCW and WWE were doing it back in the day, then it'll be a different story. And then you could say that, but they get them fair and square, and like who wouldn't want to be part of the biggest company ever? And then
it's nothing shady. Exactly. I get it. Exactly. I just want a utopia. That's all.
Yeah,
I just want a utopia.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
When Vince McMahon buys everything else.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't have to be when he's dead. It just has to be when his wallet is literally full. Yeah. Because there's no more money to get. Shit.
All right, so we'll wrap it up. This is the Wrestling Babble for May 6th, 2018. Follow us on everything from the Wrestling Babble on Facebook and Red Cycle Inc. on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter on Red Cycle Inc. and Mark with the Mic. Twitter, Instagram, WordPress, Tumblr, all the same names.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out. I don't have a WordPress though. Don't follow mine.
Okay.
And then stay tuned for Guess What Nice Red Podcast.
Yeah. Coming at you.
Peace out.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches. Later.
Peace.